Well, it's no surprise that this week the headlines were flooded with crocodile tears, the strange baby name, and a rap musical?
Yeah.
What?
I know. Well, joining us with our weekly roundup is comedian Drew Fraser and the CEO of Affinity Public Relations, Rhonda Ridley.
Welcome.
Great name, Rhonda Ridley.
I love it. I love the way you say it.
So we've got a lot of drama to get started with. And first up, Paula Deen.
Did you have to?
I don't even know where to start with this one. You know, last week it came out that she used the N-word and she admitted she's making racist jokes.
Yes.
But this week she begged for forgiveness on the Today Show. We've seen it several times, but it's so good. Let's take a look one more time at this.
Yes.
Lola's favorite clip.
I love this clip.
If we can take to it. It's not the cooking clip. Oh, I thought we were going to get to the Today Show. Okay, I'll do it for you. I'm sorry if there was anybody out there who has never in their lives said anything they want to take back. Just throw stones, pick up a stone, throw it so hard that it kills me.
Wow, that was good.
What I is. Okay.
Well, I have an award waiting for you.
Well, thank you.
Backstage.
Thank you. Okay, so do you forgive her or are you ready to throw a stone?
I think everyone is to be forgiven.
Okay.
I think what happens, though, is it's whether or not they find her humility genuine. And so, even with your reenactment, there were no tears.
No, same as hers.
She had none. She had none. And, you know, it shouldn't take... We learned very early on how to apologize. Very, very early on. No one should have to train you, teach you, or coax you into apologizing if you are genuinely sorry. And it took a long time. And I think because it took so long, people were like, okay, really? Paula, Dean, really?
Really?
And so I think it's harder for people to forgive her now rather than earlier. I think her earlier videos were probably the most genuine we would have seen her if we were really looking out for her to honestly apologize. But the other day, Wednesday, not so much.
Not so much.
Drew?
What do you think?
Here's my thing.
Here we go.
If there was ever a time when you can forgive somebody for saying the N-word, it's when somebody done stole your money at gunpoint. I say, give her a pass, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If somebody steals, I don't care if you are the head of human resources. Somebody steal your money at gunpoint, you're going to talk to your friends. It ain't going to be no political correct language you're going to be using. Listen, these two African Americans stole my money. I don't know what happened. They ran around the corner and got into the car with two other African Americans. They drove off. I don't know where they went. Well, I guess where other African Americans live at. I don't know.
But you know what? That does not negate her slave plantation wedding idea.
A number
That
of
was
different
too
things.
Right, there were a number of different things that kind of make you suspect.
Drew makes a good point. Had that been the one time, maybe she could have been forgiven.
That's my point,
but
yes.
this was indicative of a pattern of behavior. Okay, so
that
let's
one
move
time
on.
I forgive her. The other stuff now.
Well, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have apparently named their child Northwest. I don't want to believe it, but they say that they've named their daughter North because North represents the pinnacle
of
the
their
height.
relationship.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you make of that decision, Drew? Northwest.
My thing is, what happens if they break up? You gotta change the name? Listen, baby, your name now is in the toilet. Because that's where this marriage doesn't win.
In the toilet?
That would be Southwest.
That's Southwest.
Get me out of here, West. Give me my money back, West.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Listen.
Miss Ridley.
I ain't giving you half, West.
People can name their children whatever they want. Let's just be clear about that. However, be very conscious of what you're going to call your child because that's going to follow them forever.
That's true.
It follows forever, and whatever meaning you have to it, whether it makes sense or not, it's going to be something that's their moniker forever and ever and ever. Like you just said, you love Rhonda Ridley. I like the way you say it. When Northwest walks into a job interview, what's your name? Really?
But
Northwest?
Ron, not to cut you off, but Rhonda, you may have to work for a living. North ain't got to work.
Right, that's
she
true.
doesn't, but
She ain't got to go to no job interview.
But you know, we still have to
gonna
be very
own the company.
we still have to be very conscious of what we call our children. We do. We absolutely do.
What do you
But
think
she
if celebrities feel that they don't have to make an excuse or have because they have the
don't.
right to their here?
They don't feel like they have to make
Because
excuses for that.
they're already there. They're already
Absolutely,
there.
just like they go into their marriages as if it's a business contract. You know what I'm saying? They go into as if
Miss Ridley.
it's okay to just kind of like, okay, put a date Okay, if it doesn't work out in 2 years, we're out.
Oh, wow.
But when you look at marriage as a covenant, it's forever.
But circling back to the name, I mean, Drew, you do make a good point. These kids will probably never have to work a day in their life.
Ever.
They won't have to worry about a resume,
application,
a job application, none of those
nothing.
things.
But you never know. Something may happen. We don't know the future.
That's a
Something
very
may
good point.
happen, and they may have to get a job.
True.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
somebody just got a job on Broadway. Tupac is coming to Broadway. Well, okay, maybe
he's
not
not.
Tupac.
No, he's not.
Okay, but his music is coming to
Yes.
Broadway. Holla if you hear me.
Oh, whoa.
That's
All
what the
eyes
play has
on
been
me.
called.
All eyes.
Really?
But check it out, though. Kenny Leon has signed on to direct.
Yes.
His mother's one of the producers.
Yes.
So what do you
Yes.
think? Could this be an automatic hit?
It could be a hit because everybody loves Tupac's
True.
music.
That's true. That.
All
True.
genres, all races, all economical levels. So
Yeah.
and with this director right here, who's already
He's
has a
awesome.
proven track record.
Yes.
I think a great hit is on his hands.
I think so too, and
Definitely.
I think we can all forgive the fact that there won't be a hologram of Tupac just floating around. There may not be, but his music, we miss his music, we miss his voice. You know what I mean?
True.
What I mean? And so to now have it on Broadway, in this venue, in this dynamic spectacle, it's going to be awesome.
Will you go see it?
I would absolutely go see it. Absolutely.
Favorite Tupac song?
All eyes on me.
All right.
Well, actually, California.
Oh, no. I imagine this is what the play is going to be like. Everybody's going to be like, how you going to be on Broadway out your seat talking about, that's my jam. But on Broadway?
That's exactly what I mean.
That's why I said it's
we can,
gonna be
we
a
can
hit.
forgive the fact that,
Broadway
that
is
we're not going to see him.
going-
We're going to love it. We're going to love it. And Kenny Leon knows exactly what he's doing.
Maybe we should all go together.
we
Yeah.
should, right? And just make all
act
the
We'll be
noise.
the craziest ones in the audience.
That's a deal. That's a deal.
Yes.
Okay. On a more serious note,
Yeah.
we've got to talk about Aaron Hernandez.
Oh.
Charged with murder and now possibly charged with a double murder
Yes.
stemming from a drive-by shooting last year. What?
To me, it's all a big He just misunderstood what the Patriots said to him.
Oh, really?
See, the Patriots told him, listen, we're trying to put together a killer offense this year. And he took it to another level. It was a misunderstanding.
He did.
I hope he has that in his
They said
contract.
killer offense. They
Yeah.
didn't mean,
Wow.
go out
Yeah.
and kill people. And that's what it was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just wanted a killer offense.
Okay, well, he hasn't been
What do
found
you-
guilty yet, Rhonda.
He hasn't.
Is his career over, though?
I think so because I think he shows a history of violence. I think he shows a long history of violence, and I think he showed that history well before he became a patriot. And it should have been something that they watched out for. I think far too often we have to make sure that these gentlemen or these ladies who are who are pro athletes are healthy mentally as well.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they did that for him. I think they let him come into all of this, all of the glitz and the glamour, and they did not check his mental health. You could have gone online and see some pictures of some things.
And that's a very good point, Rhonda.
Yeah.
I mean, there are pictures of him holding guns.
Yes.
There are pictures of him throwing up gang signs.
Yes.
He has some affiliations
crazy.
with the
Yeah.
blood.
Absolutely.
Blood tattoos.
Absolutely.
Should the NFL have, was it NFL or NBA?
NFL.
It's NFL. Sorry, I didn't know enough. Should the NFL have done their due diligence and
Absolutely.
been more aware of his background?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every employer
He should have
is
watched
supposed
more.
to.
He should have watched more forensic files. He should have watched more. His checklist
But he
was
should have
wrong.
cleaned up better.
His checklist was wrong.
Oh my
His checklist
God.
was first
I can't
get rid of DNA evidence. He
Yeah.
cleaned the house,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was a
yeah.
good one. You
Oh
understand?
my gosh.
Then what did he do? Destroy videotapes.
He did.
That was a good one. You understand? That was a good one. Then leave body down the street. See, that's where he. That's where he.
Leave body
list wrong.
and then leave Hubba Bubba bubble gum in the
that's-
console.
that's where he
that was
messed up.
on yesterday.
Oh,
that
my
they
gosh.
have his DNA.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's
Great
linked
job.
directly to the murder.
Has he never watched Law and Order?
He's
Ever.
23.
Can't leave.
Okay, Law and
Were we,
Order's
were
been
we,
on
no,
for
meaning,
20-something years.
were we wise enough to commit a murder at 23? We're stupid at 23.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not all
I'm
there.
still not wise enough
I'm
to commit a murder.
saying,
I'm
exactly.
not still, ever.
Exactly my
Don't
point.
worry.
And so I expected him to get
Technology
caught.
on TV
Right.
now, you pretty much have a good idea how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, there is Law and
True,
Order,
very true.
CSI, criminal
Yeah,
intent.
no, very true. And also, it shows that he may have premeditated this murder. And so, just to your point, slightly, Drew, he could have planned better.
Okay.
He could have
bad plan.
planned better.
Speaking of celebrities
Bad plan.
planning better, Fat Joe could have planned better because
Yeah.
this is another case of a celebrity running from Uncle Sam. He's going to jail for 4 months because he didn't want to pay $700,000 in back taxes. When will they learn the taxes They will come after
They're
you.
coming for you. They are coming for you. You will not be overlooked. You may be overlooked for a lot of things, but not your taxes.
Understand. He made that money when he was Fat Joe. He's Skinny Joe now. This is the guy.
Yeah.
So when he comes out of jail, will he be Diesel Joe?
No, he'll be in shape. He'll be
working out in the yard.
See, he should wait to call. Listen, y'all want Fat Joe. I ain't fat no more. It's Skinny Joe.
That ain't me. It wasn't me.
Wasn't me. It didn't fit.
Skinny Joe pays his taxes.
And Fat Joe doesn't.
If the pants don't fit, you can't quit.
Oh,
The pants don't fit me no more.
Oh my God.
too much.
Okay, really quickly, 2 more topics. Kelly Rutherford from Gossip Girl, she says she is more than $2 million in debt and only has $24,000 in assets. What do we make of this situation from
Poor
Kelly
planning.
Rutherford?
Back to Drew. Poor planning. Poor planning. When you are married and you have children, you must plan properly. You know, it's sad that her marriage got to the point where she and her husband are fighting like this. But you know, everything from traveling back and forth to Monaco to having to pay legal fees. It ate up everything she had. It ate up everything she had. And can she bounce back from this? I believe so. It's just going to be harder than she expected, and it might be longer than she's expecting. Absolutely.
$2 million, that's a big chunk.
That's a huge chunk.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge chunk.
Wait, Drew, you said what?
I'm filing for. It's gotten to that point. I'm filing for bankruptcy.
Why?
My rent $500. I got $300.50 in the bank, so I got to file.
You got to file.
I got to file. Man, I don't care.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, while you're filing
Shannon
for
will hook you
bankruptcy,
up.
He's filing,
you
right?
can rent one of my places if you pay on time. If you pay on time, we can work something out.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all
Well, then
that.
never mind. We'll
Shannon's
move
like,
on.
I'll come after you. I'll
We'll
come
move
after
on.
you.
Yeah, I know where you work. We'll move on.
I'm
Okay.
filing.
Now, did you guys
Filing.
see that crazy tightrope walker that walked across
Nick
the
Belinda.
Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
This is crazy. He
Yeah.
actually wants to now walk between the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building here in New York City, thousands of feet in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, they told him no already, the New York City
I
Police
tell him
Commissioner.
no.
You tell him no.
Yeah.
Well, come on. It would be great for the city, bringing money.
Yeah, why
It's
no?
dangerous.
Okay.
This is New York
But you know what?
City.
We're talking. These are the lives that are at stake in New York, or this is what's at stake: lives, businesses, transportation, homes. Too much is at stake. Nothing was at stake when he walked across the
Except
Grand.
him.
No, except him.
This is
Nothing
New
was at
York.
stake.
We got people that jump off buildings.
They're
Jump
not
into the
supposed
board.
to.
They ain't supposed to, but they do it anyway. We had Spider-Man too. When Spider-Man was climbing all over.
And he went to jail.
Well, okay, but it's great publicity. This is New York City.
No,
people
it's not
come
about
here for that.
No, Drew, no.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I think this may go on forever between these two. So you all tell us what you think.
No,
While
I
they keep
agree.
fighting,
No, I
tell
agree.
us what you
I
think by
agree with
tweeting us at
Commissioner
Arise
Kelly.
TV
Come on,
360.
no.
Let us know. We'll
Come
let them
on,
fight.
Let that man walk across the buildings
We'll talk about this afterwards.
on a windy day.
Stay with us. This is Arise Entertainment 360.
Music is important to me.